Hello folks and welcome to the Movie Mad channel. Today I'm not going to show you any movies, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm just going to talk a little bit about my YouTube journey, where I was, where I've been and where I've got to, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to celebrate where I am with a little prize for you folks. So I'm just going to talk to you guys a little bit about when I started YouTube and why I started YouTube. So back in 2016, it was around about October time, and I was having a terrible time. Things were going wrong in my life, things like that, and I was actually off work, and I was off work for about 3 to 4 months, and some days I, for the first month, I would not go out the house. Well, that's not true. I would do things that I really needed to do. I would do my obligations, look after kids, do things, but most of the time I just wanted to go and lie in a room and do nothing. And I was having a really hard time, and wasn't sleeping. I was up all night, sort of half sleeping during the day, things like that, and things weren't going well. And I started watching a bit of YouTube, and I watched this guy called John Flickster. I think he's the Flickpick channel, or John Flickinger. He's got his channels up, and he was going out and about in America, going looking at shops and buying movies. And I've had a lot of hobbies in my life, uh, and they've all come past, and things like that. But throughout all those hobbies, I was always really interested in watching movies, and I did some things throughout the hobby. So I actually used to keep reptiles like snakes and lizards and things like that. And I had a sort of building, and I used to watch movies when I was feeding them in the afternoon. It was 3 or 4 hours I was in there every day doing that. And so throughout all these hobbies, movies has always been there. I've always enjoyed them. Uh, from VHS or videos to getting the first DVD player to recording stuff off the TV and going to the cinema. That was always a big hobby of mine. And when I seen John doing that in America, I thought that's quite a good idea. Had no intention of filming myself doing it, but it was just a way to get out of the house. So I got myself up one day. I walked down to the charity shops. I went down to cash converters because that was when I knew a few other charity shops, and I just done a circular route. And on that circular route, I discovered the cancer research shop, which was doing 10 for a pound outside the door, which was excellent. And just over the road from that cancer research shop, there was a little known shop that I visit nearly every day now, and that's CEX. And I got myself out of my rut by just getting up, going out every day, and I wasn't spending a lot of money. I was spending £1 or £2, and it was mainly DVDs. This was like the December of 2016. It got through, and I was going back and forward, and then I eventually got my first Blu-ray player. I think my gran bought it for me, which was really nice of her. And I got it with Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I got my first Blu-ray, which was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. It's on one disc, 2 discs. And I got that for cash converters. And that was that. I had DVDs, and I had quite a few of them, but that's when I really started to collect and turn into my little area that I've got here, because I've never had any of that before. And one day, after I came out of cash converters, I think I filmed my first video, and I thought, what am I going to do with this video? Am I going to put it on YouTube? What am I going to do with it? And I did. I put it on YouTube, and I've just continued to video ever since. There's been gaps. There's been, periods of a couple of months where I've not done it. Things have gone wrong, and things like that. But I've done that, it's been, so that's been about, well, I say 2016. It might have been 2018. I think it might have been 2018. I'm not quite sure. But either way, that's when I started doing this hobby, and I thought at the time nobody's going to watch me. I'm just going to do that. And to be fair, to start off with, nobody did. There was like 2 or 3 views on my channel, 5 or 6 views, and then I came across other YouTubers like Big Polly. I think there was a couple other ones. I can't remember who it was, to be honest with you. Pete Blu-ray Bullet Brit, and I started filming more regularly, and I think I got more comfortable with it. I hope I've got more comfortable with it now. And at that time, I thought, I'm just going to watch it, and even if they do, it's a couple of people. That's fine. That's okay. And then I just continued and continued, and I've got to where I am today, and that's taken a good few years, but I have reached a milestone that I think is pretty good, and that's 800 subscribers. So for that, I'm just going to take a cup of tea. For that, I was going to say that I then set up the Movie Mad Facebook page, and that was it was Jason Laverick, Jason's Movies and TV, and also William the DVD and movie collector. They were some of the people I watched regularly. And I then started to speak to people about collecting things, going into Poundland, things like that. And I got a lot more comfortable at, and that's why I've reached the 800 today, which is great, absolutely great, and I'm really appreciating it. And I set up the Movie Mad Facebook page, and it wasn't to compete with other movie chat pages. It was more to scout out bargains that me and a few others had started to point out, because if there was like bargains on, it was zoom.co.uk at the time. You could get it, trade it in, get a few pounds, get something else. So we're just discussing, looking at this the other day on the post page, and it was basically the Vincent Price set, where you could buy 2 for £50 off Zavi, but they traded in for £80 each to CX. So got us some vouchers, and got your collection going. So that was the type of thing that was to spot. And I say, through YouTube, I've met probably 2 of the best friends I've got now. That's Roy and Larry, and we speak every day. We encourage each other, we help each other out, and it's been great. So the Movie Mad Facebook page was set up to show people bargains there, and they could trade them in, or they could get them for themselves. And when I done that, I signed up for Amazon affiliates, which basically means if someone clicks on your link, you get a few pence, like 10p or something like that. And it was always my intention to give that away. And you didn't make, well, unless you've got like 20,000 subscribers or thousands and thousands, you make a little bit. But I've opted to get in gift cards. So what I've done is I've got 1 gift card so far for £25, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it away to you guys, because you're the guys that clicked on the link. You're the guys that made the purchases. So all I want you to do, if you want to be in the draw, is just put a comment saying you want to be in the draw, and I'll total them up. I'll get a wee bits of paper, I'll put them in a bag, and whoever gets drawn out will get that £25 certificate. I have to limit it to the UK. I don't really want to do that, but the certificates for Amazon.co.uk, so you can only use it on Amazon.co.uk. So I do have to limit to the UK, unfortunately, on there. So if you want to put a comment on, say you want to be in the draw, I'll check them out next week, make wee bits of paper, and I'll get someone to do the draw, and whoever gets that can get the £25 or the Amazon voucher I got from all those affiliate links. But I would ask that if you are going to be in the draw, that you do subscribe to the channel, and perhaps the Movie Mad page as well on there. So that's what I wanted to share just now. I was going to put my intro in at some point. I'll probably need to put that in the start now, won't I? And I hope you've just enjoyed this brief update. And if you really want to, go and see if you can find my first video on YouTube. I'm going to go and watch it now and just see if I've improved. I probably haven't. So thanks very much, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And I'm going to go away and drink my cup of tea. Hopefully, Larry sent me this very nice stand and I can stop recording. So hopefully it'll do it. Let's see. Nope, I didn't press it long enough. Ah, see me in technology. It's not doing that. I don't know why. Let's try now. Try now. Come on.